Hello everyone and welcome to metroTV. I'm Andy Hoig, your host, and I'm also CEO and publisher of Metro Magazine. We have four really amazing organizations on the show today. We have the North Star Foundation and the Omaha Outward Bound School, along with the City of Omaha Parks and Recreation, Collective for Youth, and the Omaha Symphony. So don't go away, we will be right back. Well, welcome, and I have here two really incredible human beings that I've known for so many years. Scott Hazelrig, president of North Star and Omaha Outbound Board School, and Melissa Marvin, who, again, a really good friend, is the event chair for their event this year. So I just want to welcome you both.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
So tell me, Scott, so Omaha Outward Bound School. You know, I've gone to the events for years. You've been involved for so many years, but what is the organization?
Yeah, so the Omaha Outward Bound School is essentially a wholly owned subsidiary of the North Star Foundation. And Outward Bound in Omaha provides programming so far this year to 5,000 students through experiential learning opportunities. So it may be in a classroom teaching mindfulness, it may be on a river in a canoe, it may be on the high ropes course out our back door. But then in addition to that, Outward Bound provides programming for North Star boys. So North Star is after school boys 3rd through 12th grade. And so each and every week there's programming that Outward Bound provides to those students through experiential learning. How do we teach them to resolve conflicts peacefully? How do we give them experiences outdoors and indoors that they may not have had anyplace else?
For sure, and I've actually done the ropes course, which is very challenging, but you get to bond with people. I mean, it gives an experience where you're connecting and helping each other that you don't necessarily get in other areas.
That's exactly it. How do we put people in uncomfortable situations so that
Yes.
when they come out of that, they feel a sense of accomplishment, a sense of purpose, and then most importantly is how do they take that experience and transfer it for a student back into a classroom, or for an adult like us, how do we transfer it back into our jobs or into our personal relationships?
Absolutely. And so Melissa, you are the event chair, because there's the Climb Higher event, which I've gone to several years, always have an amazing speaker who has faced challenges and pretty much like climbed mountains or did really crazy stuff, but through a challenge of their own. So talk to us about the event.
Well, I'm very excited to be representing the event. First and foremost, I've always been not only your cheerleader, Andy, but Scott's and his team. And one of the things that got me excited, like you, I've been to the event before, and who but Scott and his team and the past co-chairs can get 500 people to lunch. So it's a very, very well-oiled machine. So when he came to talk to me, I'm like happy to help. And so we are having a great time this year, and there's a lot of firsts for the event this year.
Well, tell me about them. I don't know about them. Tell me about them.
Well, first and foremost, Conrad Anker, and I'm going to have Scott tell you a little bit more about him. But he does have a quote that's one of my favorites that I think sums it up for the entire organization that Scott leads, is the summit is what drives us, but it's the climb itself that really matters. And so, you know, when you think about North Star Foundation, a lot of people might know North Star and serving the young boys and men who are in need in that market, and a lot of people may know Omaha Outward Bound. But some people don't necessarily know how do they connect, how does it correlate. And so one of the ways of we are doing this year is really co-branding and being very purposeful in our message. And it just makes sense because whether it's Camp North Star, the North Star, or Omaha Outward Bound, it really is that climb. So think about all the times that you've wanted success, you know, what is it that has made you successful? You know, I don't know about everybody, but for me, I've had mentors. I want people better than me surrounding me.
Absolutely.
You know, I want that team. And so you have a expert team led by Scott who is helping their audience, whether it's the young boys, whether it's the kids at Camp North Star, whether it's the Omaha Outward Bound, both sexes, all ages, really make sure that they're prepared in life, both success in life and academically. And so it just made sense that we really wanted to send that message.
Absolutely.
And brand that. And we have just had tremendous support. The donors, the sponsors, the volunteers have been incredible. Conrad, who Scott and his team have been trying to get forever.
And I actually want to know a little bit about Conrad. So,
Yeah.
who is he?
So Conrad really is the premier American climber and explorer. So has summited Everest. There's a variety of documentaries. If you go to YouTube or you go to Google and just Google Conrad Anker,
Okay.
things come up and you say, how does one human being do all of those things and do them,
I'm gonna do it
and do them
today.
well?
Yeah.
We've actually sought to bring Conrad here for about 3 years, and this is the first year when he's been available, because typically in the fall when we have the luncheon, it's climbing season. And so he may be
Right.
somewhere in the Himalayas doing the work that he does, but he brings both an amazing message of perseverance and grit and tenacity, but also there have been huge hurdles in the folks that he may have climbed with that have perished, and the things that he has learned. So as Melissa says so well, really it's that metaphor of life of climbing and overcoming obstacles, which our young men through North Star and our young men and women through Outward Bound do each and every day in their own lives.
Yeah.
So this is really that transformational story that we're excited for folks to hear. In addition to that, he will present it in a way with audio and video that will have us all pretty spellbound
Yes.
and gasping and saying, why does one human being have the ability to do that, or why would you choose to do that?
Absolutely. And again, I've gone to the luncheon before, and I always leave feeling so inspired. And the speaker does have kind of the visuals, so I'm so excited for this luncheon. So tell us, where is it at, and how can people get tickets?
Okay, Metropolitan Community College.
And it's new. This is a new venue.
This is a new venue, and once again, it made sense because Metro is just an extension of once the boys graduate, and they can go right into Metro, and Scott actually has programs there, so it just made sense to have it there. And you can go online at the OmahaOutwardBoundSchool.com or .org,
yeah.
sorry, or NorthStar360.org and hit the Omaha Outward Bound button, and it can go right to the luncheon. We already have over 600 people coming. We've exceeded expectations, but we welcome.
But people can still buy tickets.
People
You're
can
not
buy
sold out
tickets,
yet.
and we have a formalized patron party the night before, hosted
Okay.
by some generous folks of Lori and Dave Scott, so
Yeah.
people can come there. So we're excited. We want
Yeah.
people to come and experience and really understand what Scott and his team are all doing.
Right. Well, again, the luncheon is always, I think, one of the most inspiring luncheons that I attend each year, just from the organization and to the speaker that just brings so much passion, and then the organization itself, Scott. So thank you. Thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you. As you all know, it takes many hands to make it all
Yeah.
work. Volunteers, staff, great boards, and a community that's supportive of terrific young people and giving them
Yeah.
opportunities to grow and thrive and to become our community's next generation of great leaders.
All right, absolutely. And one last time, the website, which I know will be kind of at the bottom of the screen as we're
Right.
talking, but say it out loud one more time.
NorthStar360.org, hit the Omaha Outward Bound button, or OmahaOutwardBoundSchool.org.
Okay. Thank you so much, Melissa. Thank you, Scott, for joining me.
Thanks, Andy.
You're welcome, and we will be right back. And welcome back. I'm here with Megan Addison. She is the Executive Director for Collective for Youth. Megan, thank you for joining me.
Oh, not a problem. Happy to be here.
So tell us a little bit about Collective for Youth, and what's the organization all about?
Sure. So Collective for Youth, we are a nonprofit that's existed in Omaha for the last 10 years, and we serve other nonprofits that work in after-school programs. So for
Okay.
example, like the Boys and Girls Club, YMCA, Completely Kids, we work with them to provide high-quality training, collect data on the students they serve around outcome measurements, and then also some fundraising to support their work.
Okay, and also tell me, why are after-school programs? I mean, they are so important, but give me your insight to that.
Sure. You know, through our partnership, we're working with over 34 schools in Omaha Public Schools, serving them right at dismissal, which can
Yeah.
be 3 o'clock. which could be 4 o'clock, depending if it's middle or elementary programs, up till 6 or 6:30. And as we know, so many families are working multiple jobs or even work later that it's nearly impossible to pick up your kid. And then
Yeah.
if you are, they're going home to an empty house. And we know the most at-risk times for children is that 3 to 6. That's where they're more likely to get in trouble with crime, participate in activities that we prefer them not to. So by providing an after-school program, it allows families to work. It also allows kids great opportunities to engage in hands-on learning that really helps them explore what they learned during the school day. And then other activities such as STEM, learning more about careers, or even just getting out into the community and seeing what Omaha is all about.
So you have an event coming up on October 6th for families and kids. So tell me about that.
So October is the month that we celebrate after school. The importance of it, it's called Lights On. So, keeping the lights on after school instead of, shutting them off around with federal funding and even local funding.
Yeah.
So on Saturday, October 6th at UNO's Field House, we anticipate over 1,200 kids and families to
Wow.
come into our doors, and they'll get opportunities to participate in hands-on activities such as around STEM. We've had UNO provides a tremendous resource for this and brings in their professors, and kids get to play with robotics. They get to learn about different biology. And then we have a variety of other nonprofit partners that provide activities as well. So it's like Y Arts will do arts. They'll have Africa Cultural Connection. We'll do things around jewelry and art making. It's a great opportunity to get a taste of what after school is about in one location, and really just showcase how it's so important to keep kids engaged and learning at all hours, even when they're not in school during the day.
So what is the age, kids age, what is the age
As
range?
little as kindergartners up until middle schools, it's really the target of the programs or the kids that will attend. But there's also an area for parents where there'll be resources to really learn about different resources Omaha has to offer that's geared just directly to the parents as well. So, and then there's, physical fitness activities, so they're playing basketball.
There's like
almost
everything.
Anything a kid might be interested in, they're going to experience. And then for, the adults, they get a sense of, this is what we do after school. This is why it's important, to provide community support and, keep people invested.
Is there a charge?
There is not. It's free. And there's lunch. I forgot about
Oh my
the
gosh,
food.
there's free. It's okay.
And there's entertainment throughout the day that's put on by the children that are in after-school programs. So you'll see them singing, dancing, the whole works.
And the hours are
10 to 2.
Okay, and so you can come for an hour. You can come for 4 hours.
Yep. It's open, open to the public. We'll have majority of our partners will bring kids that they serve, and they will attend. But we hope to have the community come and check it out as well. Yeah.
So a website where people can find out more information.
So www.collectiveforyouth.org.
Okay. And I know that's going to be at the bottom of the screen as we've been talking.
Yeah, and
so
Facebook as well.
Okay,
it will
a great
have
place.
information about Lights On for people to find more information.
Okay. Well, Megan, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's so great to get to know more about your organization, what you do, and again, this event coming up, which I think is it's going to be a really great experience for the community with kids and parents as well. So
yeah, well, thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And we will be right back. And welcome back. I'm here with Brooke Bench. He is with the City of Omaha Parks and Recreation, the Director of the City of Omaha Parks and Recreation. And welcome.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah. So let's talk. You have lots of things I know going on in your world in the city and what you kind of oversee. But wanted to bring you on today because this is a fairly new project. It is the Dewey Dog Park, which is kind of a first of its kind. Am I not correct? Yeah.
It is. It's a new urban dog park. We have two dog parks in Omaha currently at Hanscom Park and at Hefflinger Park, but we don't have anything like this. This will be all turf, irrigated, We'll have a facility there with a building with restrooms. So it's going to be a really high-end urban dog park in an area in Midtown that we typically don't have any dog parks.
Sure.
And it will help with Blackstone, Midtown, all the new development down on the riverfront, all the new areas that in that whole area, that Midtown area that does not have anything.
Well, so above and beyond why there's nothing like that down there, why is it important to have a dog park like this in a community?
Sure. Well, everybody loves their pets, as we all know.
Absolutely. I
You just
agree.
seen the Humane Society is doing a $14 million
I know.
renovation. That's unbelievable. Everybody that we've talked to, the neighborhood folks, there's just a need for it. We've looked at other cities across the country. Omaha's probably a little behind in the dog park world, so we really want to try to elevate it to a different level and have something that people will come to. We want to have events there. We want to have special days for different types of events, have vendors, have days where you can have grooming. We have a very nice facility that we're going to go hand in hand with the dog park. We envision having artists there doing characters with your dogs on certain days, and just a lot of fun things that we don't have. A lot of people think of a dog park, you just walk in and let your dog off the leash and away they go.
Right.
You'll be able to do that, but we want to have doggy birthday parties and different things to where a lot of fun things and unique things that we think that's going to be pretty special.
Well, and on my talking points here, so some of the features include shade structures, water features, a pup plaza. What the heck does that mean?
Yeah, that would be a place where you would be able to have birthday parties for your
okay.
dog. So you could have other dogs meet you down there, a meeting. You know, a lot of it's such a social thing to have a dog park to where people will come. They'll have a cup of coffee, they meet, they talk. Their dog gets exercise, and then they go about their day or their evening or whatever they're doing. So we really want to try to capture all those aspects and have it just a really cool place for people to come hang out. Not only let their dog get exercise in a really neat area, but a good place for bonding and for people to meet and talk.
and socializing.
Socialize.
And
It's
really,
very popular.
It's a community connection that, again, when you kind of stand outside here, it's like, well, that's great, but it really is helping people connect to each other.
Sure.
And animals are such an important part
They
of
are.
our life that,
I have a little dog, and you know what? It's pretty dang important in our house.
Yeah.
So we know how people are about pets, and we want to capture that. And not only this one, but we're already starting to look at building new ones.
right. And you've got some other organizations like the Omaha West Rotary Club they're planting trees down there?
They are. They've been helping with us since the get-go. Great people to work with. It's nice to have the philanthropic community and people that really want to help turn it into a really special place. And they've been helping us do that. And we have some other people that are helping raise money to really enhance it, to take it to the next level. So we're really happy of the way that it's going, and it's out to bid right now. We should get bids back. We're hoping to start building this within the next month or so.
Okay, so that's last two questions is, can people donate
Sure.
to this cause?
Sure, we have it set up to where we had a red hat campaign, a red bucket campaign that we had, but now also we're working through the Parks Foundation.
Okay.
So if there's people that would like to donate, would contact the Parks Foundation, and we have a special account set up for dog parks.
Okay, absolutely. And so again, you kind of touched on this estimated start date and then of course the completion date, because that's,
Everybody wants to know that.
Yeah.
You know, we've done a lot of projects in the last few years, and I really don't like to give finish dates
Right.
because we live in Omaha, Nebraska. If the rain turns on, we're hoping to have a 3 to 4 month build. So
Okay.
if all goes well, we hope to have it done early spring.
okay,
If we have a nice winter and they're able to work on during the winter months, and
Sure.
we have a good working environment, it could be a little sooner, but it just kind of all depends.
okay. But for sure, 2019.
It's gonna be done.
Okay, it'll be
Yeah,
done
it's
at
gonna
some
be done.
point.
It
in
will be
there.
done.
So, all right, well, a website for people can find out more information
You
again?
can look on the City of Omaha's website, and then again, you also have the Omaha Parks Foundation's website.
Okay. All right, any last words for all the dog lovers in the
Yeah,
community?
it'll be really exciting once you see what we're doing and all the different components.
Yeah.
It's not just a place where you're just going to let your dog go. There's going to be opportunities to learn more about your pets. We'll have days of where we do special events to where dog food and grooming and all the different things that collars and
And maybe have some of the other rescue groups kind of
yes,
come down.
we will
and-
have many partners that we're already talking to that will utilize our building, and maybe they're there on a Saturday morning, and we have some really cool things
Yeah.
that we have
All
planned.
right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. We're excited.
You're welcome, and we will be right back. And welcome back. I have here two wonderful ladies from the Omaha Symphony. Jennifer Baumgarten, you are the new president and CEO.
I am.
And welcome. And also Danny Meyer, the VP of Artistic Administration.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here. So I just want to talk to Jennifer just for a minute. So you're new. I mean, you're like 10 days, 20, I mean, you're very,
That's right.
you're new. So
That's right.
What brought you to the Omaha Symphony?
You know, I actually spent about 11 years in Omaha. I left in 2010. My first time here was with the Omaha Youth Orchestra as well as with the Omaha Symphony. I was their vice president of education at the time. Left, spent 8 years in South Dakota as executive director of the symphony there. And this position opened up. Omaha, I loved Omaha when I was here. It was so exciting to see how the city has grown, how the arts community has grown, and how vibrant this city is.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled to be back.
It's pretty amazing.
Yes.
Now, the thing I love about the symphony is that it's so unique, and it covers such a wide variety of performances and really hits different age groups. But talk to me a little bit about the uniqueness of the symphony.
I think when I, again, was considering if this was the right fit, the thing that really speaks to me is this organization's mission that centers around education. This organization serves 20,000 students every year.
Wow.
Around community engagement, another 20,000 served through community engagement work. And this organization is also really focused on excellence, and you see that in every performance that happens on the stage. The orchestra is an incredibly versatile thing, right? We have things for any musical taste. We're going to have your Beethovens, your Mozarts, your Haydns, but we're also going to have symphony rocks. We're also going to present our musicians on the Jocelyn series. We're also going to do incredible pops performances, a little bit of something for everybody.
So let's talk a little bit about this season, Danny.
We absolutely, and when we say something for everybody, we absolutely mean it, from preschool through as old as you can get.
Right.
I mean, we have our incredible Masterworks programs. We have Symphony Jocelyn, like Jennifer said. We feature Omaha Symphony musicians on those programs, so you get to know your local musicians even more. We have Pops programming that ranges from Elvis and Chuck Berry the first week of October through South Pacific, through our ridiculous Christmas program, which is unbelievable Broadway singers and
I
dancers.
just want to talk about the Christmas. I just
Yes.
got to interrupt. Let's talk about the Christmas for just like a minute,
Yeah.
because about how unique and how you bring in performers, and it's an original show.
When we say Broadway, we mean Broadway. We audition Broadway singers and dancers for this program, and they love being here in Omaha. One, because Omaha is great, and people really love the town and the vibe and the friendliness. And two, we treat them really well, and we put on a fantastic production. That's entirely self-produced. That is a 10-show run of your favorite Christmas tradition.
And again, I just know when I've talked to people, it really is a tradition. I mean, it is something that people do every year now. It's a part of their holiday, you know, it's what they do for the holidays.
We really hope so, because at its heart, it's a family show, and it's an Omaha family show.
Yeah.
And we feel like we're bringing our family to you during the holiday season, and we hope you come back, because it's different every single year. It has a really fresh take every single year.
Yeah, and I know you're going to be on with me several times throughout the year, so I just want to touch on a couple other things. You have Wayne Brady coming for the gala,
Yes.
which is not till April, but I love the gala.
Correct. I've been told to say we have a duel of the Burrs as opposed to a battle of the Burrs, but we're featuring Wayne Brady at the gala, who was in the 2017 Chicago production of Hamilton as Aaron Burr. And then we have Leslie Odom Jr. from the original Hamilton cast, who is also the original Aaron Burr, who's coming in June for his own Pops programming. So obviously those two won't meet in person, but in our minds, it's like the battle of the Burrs.
I know,
It's gonna be
that's
amazing.
exciting. So let's talk a little bit about tickets, and because you can buy the whole season, or you can pick and choose.
You absolutely can. So we still have subscriptions on sale. We have a do-it-yourself package. You can do 3 concerts or more and get a discount. You can buy single tickets. If you're not sure about us, that's absolutely fine. Come see a concert. Give us a chance. You're going to love it. And we're going to have a pick 3 that comes out in the next couple of months or so. So if you're looking for savings, there are options there.
Yeah. And Jennifer, so what are you kind of looking forward to your first year in this role, as you kind of see everything unfolding during the season?
As I said, I'm excited about the versatility that this organization offers to this community, and really its vision of service. You know,
Yeah.
how are we using this amazing thing that we call the orchestra to serve this community? It happens in so many different ways.
Yeah, for sure. And again, education is a big piece.
That's right.
That's
right.
So many kids get exposed to the symphony through the different programs that you do.
That's
That I just think having that level of exposure at a young age just really wraps them into the.
And we have programs for each age group. We have our Mission Imagination, where we go to schools 14 times a year to work with preschool and up. We have our Carnegie Link Up, which is for more middle school students. They get to play with the symphony on recorders. We have Concerts for Youth, which is sponsored by the Durham. And we have fantastic Celebrate Creativity, which is a partnership with the Jocelyn.
Well, how can people learn more about the symphony and buy tickets?
They can go to our website, omahasymphony.org.
All right. Well, any last brief words before we wrap up?
We're grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes, really.
Well, and again, thank you, and welcome back
Thank
to
you.
Omaha.
Thrilled to be here.
So happy to have you here, and I know we'll see you again soon.
Sounds good.
All right. So
Thanks.
thank you, Jennifer, Danny, and we will be right back. Well, thank you for joining me today. Learn more about Metro Magazine and all that we're doing in the community. You can go to spiritofomaha.com. I encourage you to like us on Facebook at Metro Magazine, and you can see the current show. You can look for past shows on there as well. And I just wish you a great week, and we will see you back next week.